Welcome everyone back to Car Mechanics Sim 21, and today we're picking up pretty much where we left off last time out. We finished the TT, and I said we were going to devote some time to the i30N today. So I bought this car on day one. I had the game, which by the time you guys are seeing this video has been long gone, but I'm filming this the day after I bought the game. I filmed all these episodes back to back, if you can't tell. But yeah, today we're going to be focusing on the engine build in this car. This car needs a lot of work. So the front, I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of resto work with the suspension components. I'm mostly just focusing on the parts it needs and then building the engine. It does need pretty much everything in the engine bay. As you can see here, the entire suspension components are gone. It needs all of this stuff here that I just don't have on hand. So yeah, we're going to be dealing with that. But first and foremost, we're going to be focusing on building the engine. So this is another inline 4B engine, which you guys have been seeing plenty of the last little bit because we've built several inline 4B cars. The TT and the Mark 8R were both inline 4B cars. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get to work on this. We're going to need a water pump and an alternator and then a crankshaft for the inline 4B. So we're going to be going through the performance shop as much as we can because I would like to, get some really nice components of this. So we're going to go ahead and get some ignition coils for this car because it probably will use those. We also, I think, needed a water pump and a crankshaft. So we'll do the water pump first. We'll see if it's hiding around in here. I guess it helps when you don't miss the U key. No water pumps here. Okay, so that's unfortunate. So we'll just get, what else do we need? We need a crank. We need a crankshaft, which apparently also is not here. So I don't remember if I already bought the pistons. I'm going to go ahead. I guess we'll just go ahead and buy those. So we need our piston one conrod. And we'll go ahead and just go back to the main shop to get everything else we need. We need, obviously, a crankshaft for the inline 4B. Where is that hiding? There we go. So we'll need I think we'll need a coolant reservoir as well. Might as well go ahead and get one ready for this car. I'll go ahead and get a clutch release bearing as well. We need crank bearing caps. We'll need a couple of these. I believe only 3, but I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 just in case. And then we're going to need what else are we going to need? What do I think we're going to need here? I'm blanking. Rod caps. Yep. So I've already done the suspension work for this car, so I don't have to worry about all that. So where is the rod caps hiding at? That's like the one thing I need right now that I can't seem to quickly find. There they are. So grab a couple of these. All right, so we'll be able to at least assemble the engine. I knew I was missing something. I knew I was missing it. So this engine didn't come to me with much, so it's definitely going to be a full build process. A lot of time is going to be spent looking at these shop screens. All right, we're going to go ahead and slap our water pump on. So I think the first engine build we've done in this series, which is kind of cool. All right, alternator is in. I've got our brand spanking new alternator. We need a power steering pump and an oil filter, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to just look up i4B, and that should just give us every part we need for this car. So I'm going to go ahead and get this, because we'll probably need both of those. We need cam gears. I'm just going to go and just buy 2 of each. I know I could have just easily have done that, but what else do I need from here? Serpentine belt stuff. Power steering pump. That was what we needed immediately. So let's go ahead and toss that on. Still forgot the oil filter though. Oops. Was that pulled up already? I don't think it was. Probably gonna need the turbo, but I'm gonna probably just get that from the upgraded shop. We'll get to that when we get to it. My main focus right now is just getting the bottom end of this thing ready. Alright, so we, I think, are ready to start installing that portion of things. Do I have the components for this side? I don't yet. Not the upgraded stuff. I think I have the components that came out of this engine. Okay, so that worked. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and throw our pistons in with fresh rings. I think the other pistons are the ones that came out of this engine, which obviously, this being a full engine build, I'm not going to put those pistons back in on this thing. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw our cam bearings on. or crank bearings, not cam bearings. That's later. All right, and then our rod caps. I think I missed a crank bearing, but we'll remedy that. Wouldn't that be something? Find out it's just got horrendous knocking from the crank not being properly mounted. All right, there's all of our rod caps, and I think she's ready for the oil pan. So let's go ahead and get the oil pan. Convenient. Only 4 bolts. In real life, that would not fly. Okay, so our bottom end is good to go. So now we just need a head for the inline 4B. Let's go ahead and go back to our tuning shop. We're just going to look up inline 4B, and that should give us a bunch of stuff. I think I may already bought this. I'm going to go ahead and I think we'll only need 2 of these, and then we'll get the turbo. Let's see, what else do we need? I'm going to go ahead and get fuel injectors because I don't think this engine had them. We need our engine head. Exhaust manifold. I'm just going to go ahead and buy both of these, and then we'll go ahead and get our downpipe as well. Oh, there's already an upgraded power steering pump. We're just going to go ahead and buy that. And that. Okay, so I think we've got all of our specific parts. Don't think I got the intake manifold, though. All right, we're going to take this power steering pump off because we're going to put the upgraded one on that I didn't know existed. So now we got 2 brand new power steering pumps. I can probably use that on the Golf R, if I had to guess. All right, got our intake manifold ready. So this engine is direct injected, so that's cool. At least I believe this is direct. Oh yeah, this is definitely direct because there's not anything else. All right, so we can get that throttle, but I'm gonna obviously get the upgraded one. I knew it was gonna be one of them. I didn't know if it was gonna be just the normal B, or if it was gonna be the turbo one. We're gonna slap our upgraded turbo. I guess technically in the Hyundai world, this would be like the EN turbo, the Elantra N turbo. Let's go ahead and get a throttle body, because for some reason this uses V6 throttle bodies. I believe it was this one. But now I'm like second guessing myself. I will just go with it. I think it's that one. It is. Heck yeah, I was right. This engine build's cruising on by pretty quick. I figured we'd be here a while. All right, cam time. I guess because I bought everything up front. I knew I needed those. Okay, let's go ahead and throw our... Oh, need these plugs too. Might as well go ahead and buy those too, since apparently I like forgetting things. We'll focus on that first. We'll just go ahead and put the plugs in. Got our fuel stuff dealt with. I'm trying to think of anything in particular that needs to be still added on. I think we need the... Okay, there's that cam gear. So we did buy one of those. I made sure to... Okay, so I need a timing chain, and I need a fuel filter still. So I need... Let's go. I think we're still in the tuning shop, so let's go ahead and just run up to the F's, get a fuel filter, and a fuel pump, probably, because this thing will probably need a fuel pump. And then what else did I need? I needed timing chain. I don't think I got the timing chain. I think I completely skipped over that. Okay, and then we need, I think, 8 of these. I'm just going to go ahead and buy 8. We'll see. Timing chain. I'm going to buy a couple of these just to make sure I got what I need. And then we still need to do the clutch and stuff. And then we need to do the flywheel, all that stuff. All right, timing chain is on. Cam gear B is on. I need a timing cover. Okay. Interesting that the timing chain's on the back. Well, I guess this would be on the side, I guess, more. All right, so now we've got our cam caps. I'm going to do these, it looks like one at a time, which will take some time. Imagine being able to do this in real life this fast. Like, that would be nuts, building an engine from scratch in less than 10 minutes. While also having to order parts. Like, that would be bonkers. Because it takes forever to do this stuff in real life. I need a head cover, of course. Let's see. Let's come back over here. Okay, I need another cam gear and I need a cover. Which one am I missing? I guess it's just a generic cam gear. Just the one that just says cam gear on it. There we go. What? Oh, come on. So lame. Being complicated. Alright, and there is our valve cover for our fresh engine. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop our coil packs in. And we are very close to having this engine done. Let me scoot back over here. I need a belt tensioner. I already know. I knew some of this stuff I'm just not good at remembering. Do I have a timing cover? Of course I don't. Like I said, this engine didn't come to me with much, so I'm having to start fresh with it. I need a timing cover. Timing cover. Where's that at? Probably just be easier once again to look up i4B because I think that was where that was under. Okay, now we need a crank pulley. I don't think I have this. Nope, I don't. Figures. Where would that be at? It's just generic inline 4, huh? Crankshaft pulley inline 4. There we go. Generic part and acquired. Okay, anything else? Serpentine bolt B. Of course. Why do I keep missing these things, man? Ugh. This one's gonna be a little bit longer, folks. I apologize. I know you guys probably are like, bro, come on now. Let's see. Where was the one I needed? I think it was Serpentine belt B. Serpentine belt B for inline 4B. There we go. That's what I need right there. Okay. Anything? I'm glad I bought a ton of these. Okay, I think, keyword think, that's our engine. I'm going to rotate it. Oop. So other than the clutch stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and get a transmission. I think it's this one. Oop. Did not need me to do that. So I'm going to get this here. Everything else is going to come from the upgrade shop. So we're going to get a clutch and flywheel for this thing. All right, let's go ahead and throw our upgraded flywheel on. Upgraded clutch plate. Our pressure plate, which this will be a bolt-in. Then our new throttle bearing. Okay. I think, keyword think here, that this engine is complete now. And I think this thing's going to probably be a rocket on the dyno. I'm actually kind of excited to get this car put back together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take the engine off the stand. And, yeah, where's the engine crane at? I'm going to get the hood up on the Hyundai here. And we're going to move it to the car lift. So let's go ahead and install. Okay, everything on the list is checked here. This engine's ready. Okay, so I guess let's do our thing here. So we need a lot of things. A lot of things. Goodness, we're going to need a full fuse box, all the radiator stuff, all the cooling upgrades possible. Let's see, is that stuff included here? Like, is this where I can get a radiator? Like a performance radiator? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we definitely need the air filter. We go ahead and let's go all the way back up for that. So we'll go ahead and just pop the air filter in right here. So we need a battery, a brake servo, washer reservoir. I think I bought one of the. I bought the wrong one apparently. I know I bought one. And I need all the radiator stuff still. Okay, so we need ECU B. I think I scrolled right past it, didn't I? That'd be in electronics. Yep. Get these guys. I still need a brake servo. I don't think that's here. I think that will be in the main shop. Yep. There's that. So we still need a... Oops. Still need a battery. I didn't buy that in the electronic shop. I skipped right over it. Alright, so we need reservoir as well. Washer fluid reservoir, power steering. I think outside of the radiator and stuff like that, that's everything we need. I think I still have a bunch of fuses to go around, so I don't think I'm out of fuses. I'm not. I bought a metric ton of fuses when I first started the game. It was like the first thing I did. Because I knew for a lot of these resto builds, I was going to need it. Looks like I'm about out of the relay Bs, though. And I'm probably about to run out of relay Cs. So I'm going to need another relay C. We'll just get the one for now, just to finish this car. Put our fuse box cover on. Okay, cool. We need to put our ECU in. Obviously can't start the car without it. Okay, what else do we need to do in the bay? So we need to put our power steering in. Of course, I needed a different coolant reservoir. I didn't get the right one when I was going through. So it's the Type C coolant reservoir. Okay. So now we just need a radiator A. And I think we'll need fan housings and fan housing fans. Just going to buy 2 just in case. Of course, it's fan housing B. Difficult. Oh, we need fans for housing B, huh? Okay, radiators in. What else? I feel like I'm missing the... Yep, I need an intercooler still for this car. There's the S55 one. I think it was the medium intercooler this car needs. Yes. Okay, so I think we are about done in the bay. So I can see down there. We'll fill the fluids up last. I don't want to jump the gun just yet on that. Am I good to go ahead and put the cover back on? I am. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Now it's whole in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick it up on the lift. Oh, I guess I need to be under here first. Okay, so first thing we need to do is, I forgot to put the ABS pump in. Okay, we're going to go and put our trans in. Now, a lot of these parts from here are going to be not showing up very good, so just ignore it. Is that something I'm missing? Okay, got our downpipe in. We need a starter. What did I need? I needed a drive shaft too, so. Oh, is that really going to be an electric? It's going to be an electric, isn't it? Oh, boy. Why this got to be difficult. Okay, so now I can't even put the starter on it anyway. I knew I was doing something too soon here. Okay, so we need to do, I think these are all parts that came out of this car. I know they're shot. I just want this car back together with how it was. Just won't drive very good. Sad part is when it comes to the reservoir on the or the ABS stuff, I bought it already. Like I knew I needed it, I just forgot to install it. So yeah, this car isn't going to be like the full-fledged resto builds we're going to do. They're going to be builds that are going to be a lot more in-depth than this, and they will take multiple videos to do. But this one, I just wanted to get done quickly for you guys to see. Oh, that's a brand new part. How about that? Lucky car. Getting some new components. Look at that. Getting new wheel bearings too. Look at you getting some new parts. I think some of these I actually did buy brand new because this car was missing them. I need to go ahead and install that intercooler while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think this car was missing a lot of parts. So we'll do a full exhaust build on this thing. It looks like we're going to need it. We don't have a fuel tank. Okay. Let's just worry about what's up here first. We'll deal with that later. Go ahead and put our hub in. Another brand new front axle. Lucky car. Getting 2 brand new front axles. Okay, what am I still missing here? So we need tie rods. Okay, usually when I see the wheels going on, that means she's about good to go. But I know I still got to put bushings in on the cross member here on this side. Okay, so the suspension side's about done. I'm trying to scoot over here so I can easily get to the other bushings. They still haven't gotten the controls quite right here. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, I think that's all 4 bushings. So I think we're done up here. Let's go ahead and get some exhaust components. So we need a cat. Needed this. I saw that. We need a middle muffler. And I think rear muffler H. And we still need our fuel tank. And I think I have a fuel pump ready for this car. I'm not entirely sure. I think I got that earlier in the video. Where's the fuel tank? There we go. Okay, let's just take a peek back here. I think it's got all of its components back here, so there's nothing to worry about on that front. So I think, outside of slapping some wheels on, she's about ready. So I bought these generic wheels for it. It had aftermarket wheels already on it because this was a prior design version of this car. But I don't really like wide bodies very much, so I put the stock stuff back on it, and I botched ordering these wheels. Yeah, I think we're about ready. I still got to put the starter on. I remember that now. So let's go ahead and go back in the bay, mount our starter. Don't know how that works. And then the ABS stuff, because it's gonna need those. Okay, All right, so let's go ahead and top up all of our fluids. We're going to add some coolant in. And I think this thing should be ready to start. See, I don't think we had to do this in the other games. I overfilled that a little bit. It's okay. Still got to put oil in the engine too. I just forgot. We got to do that too. Don't put washer fluid. This isn't necessary for starting the car, but it's just something I like to do, just to make sure everything's good to go. Okay, now finally, the P stay resistant. Oh, got to do brake fluid too. Can't drive without brake fluid. Okay, where's the dipstick on the back? No, it's not. Where's the dipstick at? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and bump back here. Oh, watch that. And then put some brake fluid in. I think it'll be ready to start and throw in the dyno. I hope. She looks really good, though, put back together completely. Alright, so let's move it over to, well, why actually first? I just do the examination mode. And just, I think that confirms everything's here that we need. I think. Alright, let's move her to the dyno. Did I forget to put the fuel pump in? I feel like I forgot to put the fuel pump in. I did. I can... Nope, I did. I did put it in. Alright, now the fun part. Let's make sure this thing starts. And it does. So thankful to see it running. I was actually kind of nervous about this one. Alright, so let's throw in the dyno. It's missing a... What's missing a bushing? I put all the bushings in here. I know I did. 1, 2... Is it missing one from the back? Yeah, it's definitely missing one from the rear. Gosh dang it. Come on, man. Most random things. I gotta put the car back on the lift just to do that. Over a rubber bushing. It couldn't take rattling around for a little bit. Just to see what it put down on the dyno. I could have done this later. Bruh. Alright, where's that stupid bushing missing? Get in there. Ruining my whole video. Oh, there's 2 missing. How about that? Typical junkyard build. Oh, it was only... Why did it only have 1 bushing in it? Did someone really loot this thing in the junkyard for 1 bushing? Or 3 bushings. Alright. Oh, not what I needed to do. Alright. I'll just phase through that door. There we go. Alright. Factory power on the prior design variant of the i30N was 308 horsepower. Let's see what it makes now. With a full engine rebuild, upgraded everything. Don't let me down. Because that was a lot of work. And this is the longest video yet on this game. Survey says 516 horsepower. My goodness, this thing is a rocket. 208 horsepower gain and 246 newton meters of torque gained on the dyno. This thing is a machine. That's what I like to see. So I guess without further ado, I mean, I know the suspension's sloppy, but let's go drive it and see what this thing is like. We're going to take it to a speed track, though. I want to see just how fast this car can get. So this is one of the few things that are built into this game. I need to get the drag racing DLC just so I can do some drag racing. That's probably what I'll keep this car around for, is like a little bit of fun with that. But outside of that, I'll probably be getting ready to build that RS2 here soon. Once this loads, we'll see what she can do. This thing should be really fast. Anytime now. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I really need to change the units. I know the real one's at 8 speed, but oh, it just abruptly ends. That's cool. So 244 kilometers an hour, which, what does that translate to in American? Hey Siri, what is 244 kilometers an hour in miles per hour?
244 kilometers per hour is 151.61 miles per hour.
There you have it. In American, it's 151 miles an hour. So not the best top speed, but this car definitely had more in it. I think with a better transmission, like gear ratios, this thing would have been a rocket. I don't know if I can change that stuff though. But just to show you guys, this would be an 179,000 credit profit because this car, I bought it for 59,000 credits. And granted, at the time, it was completely torn to bits. It was like a 2-star salvage build, but now it is as you see it today. But obviously, this video has been way too long as it is. This is double the length of most of these videos, and trust me, this won't be a very often occurrence that they're this long, unless you guys want them to be this long, in which case I'll gladly do it. But thank you guys, and I will see you guys later, and we'll be back with some more content on this game very soon.